Ho ho ho, and welcome to the holiday log. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I have some stuff I want to talk about. I'll see you there. Hey, how we doing? We're gonna make this one short, and this isn't even a practice log. I am just gonna talk to you for a bit. First thing I want to say, it's about that time of year again. Do you guys remember the last time it was this time of year? Let's see how many subscribers I've gained since then. I had 200 subscribers this time last year at around this time. Wow, that's freaking crazy to think about, because right now I have like way more than I deserve, probably. I mean, at this point, Jesus. Things have been growing. Things have been growing a lot, especially, oh my god, you catch the Jacob Coyer video? Alright, so what are we doing? It's Christmas time. For me, it's Christmas. For you, it might be something else, but, you know, I'm wearing the Santa hat. So what am I doing for Christmas? Listen, at first I was posting 7 videos a week. Then after that, I started posting 5 videos a week, and that is where I'm staying forever. Or at least until I start grad school. Maybe it'll go down to like 3 videos a week or whatever, but they'll be like high quality videos, I promise you. Because some of my videos are like throwaway videos. Some of them I put more time into than others. But you know, just to get that 5 videos a week. This week, the week of Christmas, I'm gonna upload. So far I have 2 videos prepared. So you'll get 2 videos on Christmas. I might post them like Monday and then Wednesday, because it kind of feels weird if I post like after Christmas if it's a Christmas themed video. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break. So you know, break from sore hands. That might be good for all of us. And then I think it's January 30th is that Monday. We're gonna be jumping right back into things, and it's just gonna continue business as usual, and that'll be great. Oh, and one more thing. There's a sale, store-wide sale right now, 20% off flat, no discount code. It's automatically applied, so everything is 20% off. So now is the time to get stuff if you're thinking about getting stuff. That'll be going on until New Year's. So on New Year's Day, everything goes back up, and it's sort of a allegory for like inflation and prices rising every year. At the new year, prices will rise. Well, they'll just go back to where they were. They just won't be 20% discounted anymore. Oh, and one more thing, just an announcement. I wasn't gonna announce this so soon, but it's like, I might as well since I'm not gonna be uploading that much. I started a podcast of sorts, and basically what I do in that podcast, it's like the usual stuff. It's basically just a chair section where I just talk about just random crap that I'm doing, like with practicing and stuff. And then I pick a video, and I go through all the comments, and I answer all of your questions in as much detail as I can, and there's no time constraints. I don't edit it, so you know, like most of them are like an hour long, and I spend like 20 minutes just talking about my practice that day, and then the rest of it talking about each comment, and I'll just kind of go through and answer them, just because I've been finding like I used to answer a comment every single log when I did like 7 logs a week, and that was sufficient for answering like pretty much every comment that was worth answering. But I kind of like this because it's just, I can just focus on one video for the entire podcast, and there's always like 20 or 30 comments that I can get into. So that's cool because you can post your classical guitar questions, or really any kind of question. I'm open to answering anything, but you'll get the most bang for your buck with a classical guitar question. And you know, I'll say like your username, and then I'll like talk to you directly through the podcast. But it's just a nice way to be able to actually like answer everybody instead of just picking one special person twice a week or so. And I'll still probably answer those same questions when I do these practice logs in the chair like this. It's actually kind of good because they'll be a little more thought through, because I'll do it in the podcast, and then I'll take all the best points and remember them and bring them to the chair section here. So it's actually not a bad way of doing things. It basically gives me more practice to do chair sections. I'll link it in my channel links. I was gonna record like 15 or 16 episodes first before doing that, but I feel pretty comfortable with it at this point, so whatever. And I'll be posting those pretty much every day, I think, just because I want to practice doing that. So, you know, if you really want to hear me talk, if you enjoy that, you can just watch that over Christmas. That's something that you can do. You should probably spend time with your family though. I would try to not do that so much, but that's an option if you want it. Yeah, and that'll probably go on for a while. I can see kind of doing the podcast alongside the practice logs like pretty much forever, because it's easy to do, because I basically just do them on my walk. I just use the lapel mics. It's good exercise for me. It kind of gives me something to do. I like hearing myself talk. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I do answer your questions. I don't just like ramble about random BS. But yeah, you can find that in my channel links. Oh yeah, disclaimers, I do curse in that podcast. I'm not filtered, so like don't show your kids, unless you're just fine with your kids hearing cursing, in which case, you know, that's fine. So to recap, not very many episodes uploaded this week. Store-wide discount, 20% off. There's a podcast if you still want to hear my voice while I'm not uploading. I'll be answering your questions there, all the questions that you might have asked previously, and also maybe questions that you ask on this video as well. And that pretty much covers everything. I mean, just some like final closing thoughts, because this is basically the last regular video for the year. This has been a crazy ride. I've never experienced anything quite like this before. I make these videos, and when I started making them, I never would have imagined in a million years that anybody would ever watch them. For better or for worse, it seems like a lot of people are, and at least what seems like a lot to me. Like every video I post, even the unpopular ones, like this one, we'll see how many views it gets. I might jinx it, but they get like a minimum of 500 views. That might not seem like a lot, like on YouTube standards, but 500 views a day, and like most of them are subscribers in that case. Like, and then the videos like the Jacob Collier videos, stuff like that, where I'm like featuring somebody else, those will get like thousands of views, and like half of them are subscribed, half of them aren't. But just having like a core of like 500 people that just like want to watch every day, that's like mind-blowing. It makes me feel very special. So yeah, thanks for watching. I talk a lot of crap on here, but seriously, like, it means a lot to me. Like, I've always wanted to do something like this, and I kind of just stumbled into doing it, and it just sort of worked. And it's like gaining traction and stuff, but I feel like it didn't have to at all. Like, it could have just gone nowhere. So I'm very lucky, and I feel very special for that. I don't want to get too sappy on here, but you know, like I said, I'm sure I'll talk about it more on the podcast if you want to hear me yap more, which like is a crazy thought that anyone would want to hear me yap more than I already do, but you never know. I don't want any shortage of yapping. All that being said, Christmas videos are coming out next week. Hope you enjoy them. One's controversial, one's kind of sweet, you know, in regular Sorehens fashion. I think we can go ahead and do an outro for this one. It's going to be nice and short and sweet, right before the holidays. I'll see you there. Hey, well, if you made it this far, that's not that impressive, because I don't think this is a very long one. If you're watching this, I assume that you're probably not a new viewer, and you've, you know, watched for a while. So again, seriously, thank you for sticking around and subscribing, being here, buying merch. Everyone who's bought merch, like, oh my god, that's amazing. Like, I know that's exciting for Heidi too. She's the one who designed everything, of course, as you guys know. And yeah, what else is there to say? You know, it's been a crazy year. It's been a great year. Looking back on all the progress I made in practicing, it's been a great year for that. It's been a great year for just making videos, talking crap online, doing fun stuff, and just playing a whole lot of guitar. It has just been a great year for that, and this next year is going to be even better for that stuff, I'm sure. Let's just keep on freaking practicing. We got a new fugue to learn, and I know, I keep saying fugue. You might not be at a place where you can learn a fugue yet, and that's okay. You can pick, like, a prelude. Prelude for the year. Like, imagine if you worked on Villa-Lobos Prelude 1, and you just did it for a whole year and got super comfortable with it. Imagine where you'd be next year. So this is the start of that. So pick a piece, do it. Ask me for recommendations. I'll answer it in the podcast if you want. I'll give you some pieces to learn. You can ask me anything you want and I'll answer in depth. Alright, I think I should wrap this up. So, I'll see you in the next year. And happy practicing. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you all. And I'll see you soon.